Daily headlines are warning us that the UK economy is in serious trouble, and it's us who are feeling the pinch. But how much exactly are we going to be left out of pocket? Well, new research has revealed that people who behave sensibly may potentially have to find £1,300 a year, but people who don't make any changes are going to have to find even more, £2,500 a year to be precise. This £1,200 gap has been called the Cash Chasm. Now, with me to talk about this is financial expert Chesarina Homkanda. Chesarina, hello.
Hello.
Now, we're going to talk about ways that people can save money in just a few moments. But first of all, what are the differences in people's behaviour?
It's interesting. You have everything from at one end of the scale, people in total denial, we call debt deluders, head in sand, not opening bills, getting worse and worse, and if they don't change their activity soon, will be in dire straits. At the other end of the scale, you've got people who manage their finances quite well, think they're on top of it, but they too have still got some headroom where they could make savings, so it's across the gamut. Behaviour has still got a little bit of improvement, but it's this end that concerns me more.
So what advice do you actually have for people who are looking to clear up their finances?
I think you'd start with the basics, which is you need to know the situation you're dealing with. And a lot of people don't. So the basics are get a piece of paper or a PC and make a list of everything you owe to whoever you owe it. And then in conjunction with that, do your normal monthly budget. So what you've got coming in, what your basic expenditure is, utilities, food, those sorts of things, and what you're left with, your disposable income. And then work out how quickly you can get the debt down and focus obviously on the areas you've got the highest interest on the most.
For people who are concerned about surviving the economic downturn, are there any fail-safe tips that you can offer?
I think it always makes sense to be looking for the best deal possible and to stay vigilant. What's been interesting is seeing that some people do have a kind of degree of smugness. They think they've cracked it, so they've sort of stopped looking. And actually there are always new deals to be had, even in today's climate. In fact, arguably even more so in today's climate. It's more important than ever to make sure you've got the right deal for you on everything from your mortgage, to your utilities, to your phone, to your cards, to your insurance, just across the board.
Do you have any specific secrets you can reveal?
I think great starting places in terms of secrets are make sure you've locked down your expenditure as best as you can and minimised it as much as you can. So, for example, if you've got debts on credit cards, go to the Capital One site, capitalone.co.uk. They've got an 8.5% product locked for 4 years. So your transfers and purchases, you know exactly what your outlay is until 2012. That's a really great example. Through to switching as many things as you can to the best deals as you can. And go through as many sites as possible, not just the one most well-known one. Google sites and look at them all. I think it's very important not just to lock down your expenditure and to minimise those big every month purchases, but day to day try and keep things down. And then finally, I would say if you are in serious trouble or you feel you're about to be, then do consult independent, impartial advice via the Citizens Advice Bureau or the Consumer Credit Counselling Service. And certainly the latter is online at www.cccs.co.uk, I believe, or you can Google it. Those would be my top tips.
Chesarina, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
So, although times are tough and likely to get tougher, it's advice such as this that could stop the credit crunch biting you.